Poll for today. Do you agree that the Democratic debates were a disaster for the party? Obama appointed judge blocks funding for border wall. A federal judge appointed by former President Obama has expanded his ban on President Donald Trump and his administration building the border wall. U.S. District Judge Hayward S. Gilliam Jr. stopped the construction on 4 wall projects that span 79 miles on the southern border, The Washington Post reported. In his order granting a permanent halt on the construction, Gilliam also cleared the path for an immediate appeal. Gilliam last month in part of the same case temporarily stopped another $1 billion transfer for work on stretches totaling 50 miles in eastern New Mexico and Yuma, Arizona. But he signaled then that environmentalists and border communities covered in Friday's ruling were likely to prevail in their claims that the administration illegally shifted money that Congress never intended or approved for the wall. Gilliam last month cited Congress' absolute control over federal expenditures even when that control may frustrate the desires of the executive branch, and on Friday saw no reason to reverse course. Defendants do not have the purported statutory authority to reprogram and use funds for the planned border barrier construction, he said. Absent such authority, defendants' position on these factors boils down to an argument that the court should not enjoin conduct found to be unlawful because the ends justify the means. No case supports this principle. Gilliam's latest 11-page opinion delivered a victory to the Sierra Club and Southern Border Communities Coalition, represented by the American Civil Liberties Union, which had argued the wall would irreparably harm recreational and aesthetic interests in desert expanses that include national monuments, wildlife refuge and reserves and rivers, they said. Together with the U.S. Justice Department, both sides had asked Gilliam to speed up his ruling and enter final judgment so one of the president's signature initiatives could quickly go before the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit. A Justice Department spokeswoman did not immediately respond to a request for comment late Friday. However, earlier in the day, attorneys for the Justice Department and ACLU notified Gilliam that the government had said it planned to move ahead by Monday on the El Centro and Tucson border barrier projects and asked Gilliam if he intended to rule before then, so if he didn't they could file emergency motions over the weekend. We applaud the court's decision to protect our Constitution, communities, and the environment today, Sierra Club managing attorney Gloria Smith. Walls divide neighborhoods, worsen dangerous flooding, destroy lands and wildlife, and waste resources that should instead be used on the infrastructure these communities truly need, she said. Congress was clear in denying funds for Trump's xenophobic obsession with a wasteful, harmful wall, ACLU attorney Drawladen said. This decision upholds the basic principle that the president has no power to spend taxpayer money without Congress approval, he said.